Today on Attack of the Show, music makes the world go round. And that's why we're breaking down the hottest MP3 players in AOTS hardware. We pound back some cold ones and get hammered with the boys of Beer Fest on DV Tuesday. Not feeling comfortable in the nude? Well, we can only help you loosen up if we go in your pants. All this and more on a live and feisty Attack of the Show, starting right now.
Attack. What's going on here? Attack. Think upon this. Attack. Attack of the Show. Attack.
That's right. Exert all that energy, Ed. Get it out of here. Welcome to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. It is Tuesday, December 5. I'm Olivia Munn.
December 5. I'm Kevin Pereira. Folks, we are coming to you live from the G4 studios in Los Angeles. I gotta say, it's good to be alive. You know, it's good to be alive. It's good to be here.
Yeah, it's great.
Everybody's good.
It's
doing
great
well.
to be alive, but I can't believe you're about to talk about this.
I'm not talking about anything. I'm just saying it's good to be alive.
No.
He'd like be here on the show.
He'd like to set this up. Okay, just tell him what happened. Tell the people what happened.
I nicked my package last night.
Yep, his little tater sack. Little tater sack has a little.
Yeah, not the twig. It was the berries. Okay. So I decided to do some routine maintenance. Do we really want to go here?
I would love for you to go there.
I thought, who knows when they're going to see the light of the day? So I might as well,
Maybe tonight?
The little velvet marble sack, go down there, take care of it, little manscaping. So I put down some road cones, some caution tape, grabbed a disposable razor, hop in the shower, and with my shower, I open up the little window. I have like a tiny little window, let the steam out. Open that up. I'm mid-act. I'm about 50% through. I'm working on the right hemisphere, the alien brain.
So you've gotten one side.
Yeah. And that's when I peek out through the window and notice my neighbors on their balcony, the apartment complex next to us. They're smoking cigarettes and having a chat and staring at me right through the little window. So I had that American Pie moment, like that kitchen freak out, and right there was when I decided to cleave off.
You took a part of it?
And think of like an infant head wound. These things bleed like crazy.
Wow.
It's not like any other cut.
Well,
so it looked like a CSI, like a Dexter crime scene. It was terrible.
Yeah.
So I freak out. My first instinct is, let's get some hot water on there, wash the blood away.
Did it sting?
Oh, it stung so bad.
That's the worst.
No, I wasn't expecting that at all.
I cut my leg shaving all the time, and you put it in the water. That's when you feel it.
Oh, and that's your leg. So I turn around, kill the water, hop out of the shower. I'm soaking wet, blood running down my leg. So I'm freaking out. I go to the bathroom countertop and pull like the old German guy in the steam room, or the Captain Morgan.
Yeah.
So I throw my leg up to assess the damage. So I'm there dripping water and blood.
And blood?
Yeah. It's leaking. I turn to my buddies Johnson & Johnson. In my crazed state, I figured this was a good idea. So I bandage her up, and I'm like, okay. Blood is done.
You
I'm
put
good.
a Band-Aid on your thingy?
Yes, I did. So I went down, I sat down, I'm playing some Zelda, and I'm like, coin purse is feeling kind of tight right now. I realize it's drying out.
The Band-Aid is like suctioning it together.
Yes, it did. So how do you remove a Band-Aid? I go back to the bathroom and just rip it off.
Oh. Are you mad at your package?
Mistake number 2. No, it's pissed at me. On the upside, it removes some of the unsightly hair. So, hey, mission accomplished.
So you waxed it in a way.
It looked like a DVD extra from Saw 3 after that, because it really ripped it open at that point. We went from a paper cut to the Grand Canyon
I was
of
just
testicle
laughing here
wounds.
with you, and that just...
No, it was terrible. So
it
my entire night...
It reminds me of a goatsy. Was it like a goatsy?
It was a testicular goatsy. I could actually peek and smile and say hello to my boys. So really, the end of the night ended not by playing Twilight Princess, which I wanted to get through another dungeon in Zelda, but I went through half a tube of Neosporin, and I was like babysitting the whole night. Like, are you guys okay? Do you need some air? Are we good?
How do you feel now?
It hurts.
It hurts right now?
Yeah.
It hurts?
Yeah.
I want to hit it.
What?
I don't know why.
What?
I don't know why. That just came out. I'm sorry.
That's terrible.
It just
treat it like a
came
speed
out.
bag? I don't know. What do you want?
I don't know. It's just been hurt so much. It's like my natural
Let's
reaction.
stop talking about it.
But I'm going to say
that was my night. How was yours?
My night was great.
Great.
I read a book, went to bed, didn't cut myself. But I got to say, there are things going on in the world right now, and I was going to, there's war and stuff, but that was really important. I'm glad you got that off your chest. And
please.
I just want to say a prayer for you right now.
Thank you. Say a prayer for my boys. Let's just go around the net, shall we?
Halo 3 won't be out for a while, but yesterday was a huge day for the series. The most popular shooter ever showed up on Monday Night Football with a 60-second preview that fans were salivating over.
Yes, and now, of course, there's been some Zapruder-like scrutiny over the footage. Of course, it's on Xbox Live in high def, which is great, but if you don't have the Xbox, you can get it on teamxbox.com. Of course, if you want to save yourself some time and bandwidth,
watch it here.
Yeah, just take a look.
You ever wonder what's up there? Like what? Maybe someone up there was wondering what it's like here. I guess. Do you think we'll ever meet them? I hope so. Don't you? Do you think we'll ever meet them?
Not yet.
FYI, this was entirely rendered by Digital Domain, and it's not gameplay, but that didn't stop any of the hype.
As it shouldn't. I was sweating. It was so good when I saw it. All the talk has been focused on the new grenade the Master Chief has. He whips it out. It kind of looks like a Nerf football, but when you chuck it at the ground, you get that little shield. So if you want to stop World War III from messing up your face, you just need a trip to the Epcot Center. There's a little dome.
That's all you need.
It'll protect you.
And ever since OneUp.com posted their gameplay experiences, everyone's been speculating what's so special about the X button. Is it the shield grenade, or does it allow a sprint run like the console version of Half-Life, which you were saying
I was trolling the Gaming Age forums, and someone posted that in the Halo books, the Spartans, they can run up to like 30 miles an hour. But in the Halo series so far, you haven't been able to run that fast. So it'd be pretty, I mean, that'd be a new dynamic, to say the least, in the Halo universe.
But is it going to happen?
Who knows? Who knows? But the last thing, like people, for the love of God, if you get into the multiplayer beta for this thing, don't sell your invite on eBay. I know it's a bit of a tangent, but let's not turn this into a PS3 launch. Have some dignity. Play the game.
That's right. Now, that's enough Master Chief talk for today.
Yeah,
kind of over it.
Yeah. Go to g4tv.com/AOTS for the links to everything you just saw. But right now, it's time for the only news you need to know. Here's Layla Cayley and the feed headlines.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. Do you want to play Halo 3 early? We'll tell you how. Plus, it sounds like science fiction, but NASA is planning a moon base. And Vin Diesel is out of the Hitman movie. We'll tell you his replacement. It's all coming your way in the feed. You don't want to miss it. But first, back to you guys.
All right, yes, you don't want to miss the feed, but you don't want to miss the end of today's show, because coming up later...
I am so excited.
Your hands were literally shaking
My
before the
hands
show.
are shaking. I love competition.
Broken Lizard is going to be here to talk about Beer Fest.
Yes.
And I don't want to say more importantly, but interestingly enough, we have challenged them to a drinking competition.
Yeah.
They've accepted for some crazy reason.
Accepted.
They're going down. Oh, we were talking about doing this in the office, and a crazy PA Ed said he wanted in. Said he was a pro, in fact.
Yeah, and he's not joking either. Coming up later, we will show you a video of Ed at his frat house drinking a dozen beers in under 19 minutes. Vomit Chicks overalls. It's must-see TV, people.
Really. Today we are your drinking authority, signed, sealed, and drunkenly delivered.
Yep, get your game face on, pledge, because we're just getting started.
We race against the clock with Jack Bauer and the new season of 24 on TV Tuesday. And we'll give you the confidence to don that birthday suit when we go in your pants.
Do you have a bookshelf? Do I feel I feel like I'm sweating. Am I shining?
No,
I don't look shiny at all?
Let me see in this light.
I feel like, I mean, I don't want to be a diva about it, but I just feel like, especially under my eyes.
All right, here. Makeup. Can we get Kevin and I to touch up?
Please.
It's just a little bit.
Thank you, guys. I don't know if it,
Yeah.
Olivia, got the president of the fan club on the Olivia,
Right. Producer session. Hey, tomorrow too, right? Producer session. Yeah, I can make it. Okay, thanks.
We need a little more help over here.
guys, I just need I just feel a little shiny. Thank you very much, guys.
Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. We are live and about to dish out the eye candy. Sit back, relax, and turn the electric blanket on high. Here's Kevin with the movie goodness.
That's right. I'm the eye candy. That's sad. Thanks, Olivia. Folks, if you're looking for Christmas gifts or just refuge during your winter hibernation, DVDs are your answer. Movie madman and film expert Chris Gore is here with a witty insight into the top titles being released today on this very special DVD Tuesday. Chris, welcome back. How you doing, sir?
I'm here to talk DVDs.
All right, let's get started. Let's not waste any time here because this first movie here, huge to say the least. I mean, this was a blockbuster amongst blockbusters.
True.
Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. This is a 2-disc collector's edition.
Okay, well, look, if you're a fan of the Pirates series, you know that you were kind of disappointed with the second one. Great action sequences, but a lot of long-winded scenes we just didn't need, where people talked. I want people...
I felt like I was watching Lost with, like, okay, you're raising a ton of questions, but this movie's not answering a single one.
No, well, of course, it's sort of stuck being the middle movie, a bridging movie to the third Pirates, which is coming out next summer. So that's kind of a drag. Not a big fan of the film, obviously. But, you know,
but special features-wise, we got 2 discs here, so they got to be making up for it, right?
Not really, actually. In terms of the special features, there's a lot of behind the scenes, but they come off as more like just promoting the movie. There's one interesting thing with Jerry Bruckheimer, of course, the producer, his photo diary. And it's him with sort of soft music, and he's narrating his personal pictures, his journey through the making of the film.
What is it? And here's where we ran out of Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Look at me.
Watching this movie also on DVD doesn't quite hold up.
Wow, what's your verdict in here?
Well,
let's hear it.
I have a weird verdict on this. I'm going to say skip it. But here's why.
Wow.
Because you're going to be able to get it when it's reissued, when Pirates 3 comes out next summer. And inevitably,
one big box collection.
It's going to be the box set of 1 and 2, and they'll probably put in one of those coupons so you can go see Pirates 3 for free.
Okay.
Which, so I'm saying skip it for now, but reconsider when Pirates 3 comes out.
All right, let's move it on to a Broken Lizard film. I mean, if you like comedy, you have to be a fan of these kind of films. Here we have Beer Fest.
Okay, this movie was just lynched by critics. They hated it.
Of course they did.
They hated this film. I loved it. I went in to a screening of it. They were actually serving non-alcoholic beer. So I was not drunk when I saw Beer Fest. I'd say this is so much fun. If you like to drink beer, you will love Beer Fest. It's you know, it's this international secret beer competition that is.
It's like the Mortal Kombat tournament for alcoholics. Really.
Yeah, and they have all these different types of competitions within it that you will just die laughing. Some of this stuff is so good. I mean, this Broken Lizard, guys, the sense of humor is just so bizarre, so off.
Well, one thing that
it's hysterical.
See, I love their sense of humor, and it's always jived with me throughout all their films. Even what was it, Club Dread was a questionable movie, but I like the guys, so it helped a lot. One thing, their DVDs have always been lacking good special features. Tell me that they made up for that on this one.
They made up for it. There's 2 commentaries on it. There's a bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff. There is one thing missing that I will say that I think is unconscionable. There is no Beer Fest drinking game. Where is the
There's no
Beer Fest
interactive watch the movie and get drunk with the guys?
I want to do it, unless there's an Easter egg, so, you know, correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But I could not find it. I mean, there's no
Yeah, that sounds like a no-brainer. But what's the verdict for the DVD then? Good movie, sounds like great special features?
It's a buy for me, because it is one of those comedies that you'll come back to again and again to re-experience.
All right. Now, you know, I'm always interested when TV series make the jump to DVD. How are they going to sell? Are people really going to pick it up? This next one is 24. This is what, the 5th season of the DVD or something like that? I mean, is this worth picking up if we've seen it on TV already, perhaps?
If you've seen it on TV, I'll just cut right to the chase. No.
Okay.
You know, if you haven't seen it on TV, you know, if you've got a busy life, like you lead a very busy life.
Sure.
DVD is probably the best way for you to see some television. So that it would actually be worth it in that sense. But again, I get DVDs for the special features. There's select commentaries on episodes and just your standard behind-the-scenes stuff, but nothing really intriguing. They really didn't. They didn't go the extra mile.
You have to go the extra mile to sell a TV show that people have already seen for free in high def. I mean,
precisely. Come on. I mean, it's, you know, so if you haven't seen the series, it's a rent. I'm going to say
a rent
it's
at best,
a rent,
is what you're saying.
But yeah, at best it's a rent.
All right. Now I know you always like to have a little goodie. You always bring a little something special. What's your quick pick this week, Chris?
I got Beavis and Butthead box set, which of course includes the movie Beavis and Butthead Do America and 3 seasons Mike Judge stuff. All good stuff.
Of course, thank you, Chris, for coming on. Everybody visit filmthreat.com or chrisgore.com for even more movie info.
Thanks, Kev. Today we're bringing you the best new games to buy this week. It's time to attack this. First up, Fight Night Round 3 enters the ring on the PS3 with some big differences from its Xbox 360 predecessor. The new and improved sweaty graphics are great, but by far the biggest and best change is the first-person get-in-the-ring perspective. You'll feel every punch as your opponent relentlessly pounds your face, and as your eye closes from the swelling, your vision gets dimmer and bloodier. This game feels so real, it should probably come with a towel that you can throw in once you've had enough. Next, Star Trek Legacy for the PC brings together all 5 Star Trek captains, Kirk, Picard, Sisko, Janeway, and Archer, and their voices for the first time ever. Trekkers will be happy to find that nearly every recognizable ship, from the Enterprise D to the massive Borg cube, has been replicated to scale with painstaking attention to detail. The gameplay focuses on space combat on a grand scale, with the single-player missions taking you through all the 3 Star Trek eras, captain by captain. Next up, Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops offers up the real-time Metal Gear action that PSP fans have been waiting for. This time you'll need more than Snake to complete your missions. To recruit other operatives, simply cold cock them, drag them back to your truck, and then brainwash them into fighting on your side. You still only control 1 operative at a time, but it's nice to have some help from people who are just trying to kill you. And finally, the Castlevania legacy continues with Castlevania Portrait of Ruin for the Nintendo DS. You play as 2 different Dracula haters, each with their own unique abilities. As a vampire hunter, you'll wield a kick-ass whip, and as a witch, you'll cast powerful spells. Instantly swap between characters or use both of them together to solve the game's puzzles and defeat more than 100 different enemies. Plus, there's a shop mode that allows you to wirelessly trade items with your friends. That's today's Attack This. Visit g4tv.com/AOTS for links to all these games. Still ahead, we'll tell you what are the most popular searches on Yahoo's search engine in the feed. And coming up next, we'll talk about how to get comfy if the clothes are off when we go in your pants. You're watching TV's only source for all the stuff you care about.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. We are live, and the old Pereira is out of commission for a little while. So while I break out the ointment to soothe my issues, let's just go over to Olivia.
Will dating your brother's pal cause a family rift? And can we finally get to the naked truth? I think it's about time. You might want to buckle your seatbelts because we are going in your pants. Sex columnist Anna David, who's written for magazines like Esquire and Playboy, is back with more advice for you guys out there. Now let us check out our first question.
Let's go for it.
I have a crush on my older brother's friend, and my older brother won't let us actually get together. So how can I go about convincing him to let us be a couple?
Would we like to make a note of our female viewer?
Yes. Yay.
Yes.
Yay, female question.
We have advice for females as well. And the men can also learn from, the questions that women ask as well.
Absolutely.
So she wants to date her brother's friend.
Well, I mean, unless your brother is in there in the bedroom stopping the guy from kissing you, he can't actually do anything to stop it from happening.
But is it a good idea?
I think it really depends on the situation. I have an older brother who's totally irrational, so I'm the first to say that who knows, your brother could, not want you to take his friend away from him or something ridiculous like that. And if your brother's friend likes you too, then I say ignore the brother. Older brothers need to be ignored. They really get too much power in this world.
Unless the older brother has a real specific reason on why this guy is a complete dog and you shouldn't be dating. He's great as a friend, but would treat you like crap, and I don't want that to happen to my sister.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think talk to the brother. If the guy is a dog with women and your older brother's actually just being cool, then find that out. But, and if there's no good reason and he's just like, I don't like the idea, it doesn't make me comfortable.
But that's the other thing, is that, is it worth it if it makes your entire family uncomfortable, makes your brother uncomfortable? Like the other day I was in the car driving with my little brother, who is amazing and really talented, and with my best friend. And my best friend is dating a guy that's just like my brother.
Right.
Same personality, same interests. And I remember sitting in the back seat and thinking, oh, that would be really weird if they dated. And I think they're both amazing, so if it happened, whatever. It's not going to happen, but I thought to myself, that's really weird. I wouldn't be happy. And she could no longer tell me the little things that they do. She tells me all this stuff about her boyfriend.
No, that's disgusting.
No.
I mean, luckily, my brother none of my friends have ever been remotely attracted to my brother, and I've never been remotely attracted to his. Yeah. Don't worry. So, yeah, I think that it's not
worth it? But is it worth it?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it'll cause a rift. If your brother's stopping you from doing what you want to do, that also causes a rift. So is it, I think it's more important for people to do what they want rather than sort of trying to appease other people.
Just be happy.
Yeah.
That makes good sense.
If you like the guy, go for it.
Okay, let's check out our next question.
Hey guys, this is Steven from Boston, and I have a question. I'm very self-conscious about being naked in front of a girl. How can I be more comfortable?
You know what? As girls, we totally get that. It's really uncomfortable. I'm actually more comfortable naked than in clothes, to tell you the truth.
Don't give the viewers.
No, but it's true.
false hopes here.
It's true. It's weird. I don't know. I think, but that's just me.
Yeah, I've also always been very comfortable with that. I grew up taking ballet, and I think I was just really comfortable changing in front of people and with my body. And
but
that
I
kind
have
of
a really
thing.
good idea because like there are times when I have gotten self-conscious, and you don't want to. And when you say that you're self-conscious, and you know you like want the lights off, that's really unattractive. So you do the candles instead because everybody looks good under candlelight. It's true.
Right. Mood lighting. But I mean, I think the truth of the matter is, like Olivia said, 99.9% of the population has some discomfort with their bodies. I mean, unless you're like Giselle, basically, she probably has issues too. So, I mean, rest assured that you're not alone in feeling uncomfortable with that or self-conscious about it. And any girl you're with may, well, especially girls that are younger, you know, before you get more comfortable with your body, you know, she may well be just as self-conscious. So she may appreciate the mood lighting.
And if it's not like penis size, there's really nothing you can really do about it. You just kind of have to just do the best you can with what you got. But if it's about your physical appearance, we know what's going on. Like when you hug somebody, you can tell if they're soft here or soft there. It's not a big surprise once you take off your clothes if you're not really in shape.
Well, yeah, and there's things you can do about that. I mean, you can like join a gym. You can start doing, you know, crunches next to the bed.
Or you can just eat more and go completely the other way and embrace it.
And here's the thing. I have been with men who have perfect six-pack, eight-pack abs, and men who don't. Yeah. And you know, usually it's those perfect men with the perfect bodies where I don't have the best experiences because I'm self-conscious. I'm intimidated.
Really? I love it. I love me a six-pack on a man.
Yeah, I think all different body types have been appealing to me. And
so basically, you know, just feel comfortable with yourself. I know that's a common answer, but you know, do candles. That's my big suggestion.
Well, and get comfortable naked. I mean, like whatever that means for you. You know, it doesn't mean you have to walk around naked.
Come over to Anna's house. Walk around naked with her.
Please.
Thank you so much, Anna, for coming on and helping us out. Now, you guys can get all of Anna's answers to all these questions you just heard on our website at g4tv.com/AOTS, and you can find out more about Anna David by going onto her website at annadavid.com. But right now, let's see how the lesser sex is doing. That would be Kevin Pereira.
All right, enough of the view. It's time for the real advice. Listen, our last friend there, he wants to know how to not be self-conscious when naked in front of a girl. Now, I could say work out, but really, don't worry about boosting your confidence. See, the secret here is all you need to do is destroy hers. So your best friend is the backhanded compliment like, oh, I love those muffin tops you're sporting, or oh, no, sweetheart, I think all dimples are cute. Even the two giant ones in your ass. Or, gotta tell you, babe, nothing is sexier than watching those arm flats jiggle when you slap my headboard, sweetheart. Love me some meat on the bones. And so on, you get it. The hens, they're gonna be too burdened with their own insecurities to even consider your shortcomings. Oh, and that, my friends, is how you rule the roost. You know you love it. We'll be back.
Loosen that belt and make some room for the feed. And the boys who brought you Beer Fest go brew for brew with the AOTS crew.
Hey guys, Microsoft's got Gears, Sony has Resistance. How long can Nintendo last without a good M-rated game?
Well, they're doing okay so far. I
don't think they're having a problem
wants
right now.
a Wii right now.
Absolutely.
And they have great games without having to be M-rated.
Yeah, the thing is, people go M-rated, that means it's mature. No, it just means it has blood or maybe like a stray boob in it, like a God of War. But like Nintendo, Twilight Princess is a game that can appeal to younger gamers and mature gamers.
You love it.
Yeah, I love it as well. Yeah, Metroid's coming out in not too long, so I think Nintendo's going to have mature games. They might not be M, but I don't think they need it. I think they're a different console.
But there are other people who love the swearing and exploding heads, and those are pretty nice. But
true.
does it really make a game any better?
Would I love Mario to curse like a sailor and explode heads in the next game?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it when heads explode.
But it doesn't need it to be a great game.
Exactly.
There
But
it is.
Excellent question, though. And if you
Yes.
send one in and we use it on air, we are going to send you one of the Happy Tree Friends Season 1 DVDs right here. This volume contains the first 9 segments of Sickness. You are upsetting cameramen across the country right now, sweetheart.
I'm like...
And some never-before-seen bonus features.
I do just screw with
That was
Blake.
good.
Now send us in a question at g4tv.com/video voicemail. And remember, Happy Tree Friends Season 1 is in stores today, so make sure you pick it up.
Yes, now we're live and wishing we had a slice of that ciabatta bread right now. Isn't that right?
Yeah, my uncle invented it.
I bet he did.
Coming up later, we're showing you a clip of our production assistant, Ed, who didn't invent competitive drinking, but he sure does own it.
That's right. But right now, though, it's time for the only news you need to know. Here it is, folks. Layla Cayley with The Feed.
Thank you, guys. I'm Layla Cayley, and it's time to start The Feed. During last night's Monday Night Football game, the real star was Master Chief. The trailer for Halo 3 made its debut and is now available to download on the Xbox Live Marketplace. Gamers are going to be finally able to register for Bungie's multiplayer beta, where a lucky few will get to play the game early, give some feedback, and be the envy of all their friends. Fans hitting refresh crashed the site yesterday, but now you shouldn't have a problem submitting your name. It sounds like some science fiction, but NASA is planning on setting up a base on the moon. That's right. Astronauts are scheduled to return to the moon by the year 2020 and are planning to scrap scheduled space flights in between. The goal is to set up a livable station where initial visits will be 30 days and gradually move to 6 months with the structure in place. NASA will be able to continue their studies and work towards manned missions to Mars. No word on if monkeys will be piloting the mission to Mars. One could only hope. The Hitman movie is going to go forward and without its original star. Vin Diesel was slated to play the mysterious Agent 47, but has now been replaced by Deadwood star Timothy Olyphant. The adaptation of the popular series has been greenlit for production, and Luc Besson has come on board as a producer. If all goes well, the movie could be in theaters next fall. Now that the year's almost over, guys. It really is. Yahoo has released its list of most popular searches. X-Men 3: The Last Stand was the most searched film, and American Idol was the #1 TV show once again. For 5 out of the last 6 years, Britney Spears took the title of the most popular celebrity. Hollywood's most hated website, Perez Hilton, took the title for blogs. Lesson learned, hot shots take you right to the top. Wow, I wish I knew that. No wonder I'm not there yet. Well, that's all for today. Enough about crotch shots. You can now get the Feed to go on your iPod. Search for the Feed in iTunes to subscribe. Now you've just been fed. Back to you.
Thanks, Layla. And you guys at home, don't go on YouTube and search for Olivia Munn naked. You're going to turn up zilch.
Yeah, surfing the net on chocolate milk is just a bad idea. You get all amped up. You can't type correctly on the keyboard.
I was thinking about my drink.
Just go to Goggle and search for my tater sack. It's another story. No, it's okay, sweetheart.
I just concentrate on my beer.
Go
that's
drink
over there.
the beer. We got a competition coming up next.
It's winner takes all. When the Broken Lizard team takes on Attack of the Show,
We are going to spank you.
in an all-out chug-off. And from the small to the seaworthy, we take a look at MP3 players on AOTS hardware. The Feed is brought to you by the U.S. Army. There's strong, and then there's Army Strong. Find out more at goarmy.com/strong.
Hand me a Bic. I need an extra mile. All right. Hey, welcome back to the show, everybody. We're live, and TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. And we know that one of those things happens to actually be beer.
Yes, break out those peanuts and pretzels. We're about to have some fun.
Our next guests are a comedy group best known for their work, I think, in the movies Super Troopers, Club Dread, and this summer's very hilarious Beer Fest. Take a peek.
You want to get out of here?
Are you looking for a little slap and tickle?
Oh, yeah, something like that.
I'm gonna go grab a taxi, baby.
Okay. Yeah? Barry, what are you doing?
Looking for a little slap and pickle.
You sure you want to do this, man? You're drunk.
I'm drunk. You're drunk. Everybody's drunk.
Yeah. Please welcome to the show Eric Stolhansky and Jay Chandrasekhar from Broken Lizard.
Broken Lizard.
I got even hold the card.
Thank you.
Yes.
Honored to have you gentlemen
So
here.
excited.
Thanks for having us.
So excited.
Real quick before we get into the good card questions, the ZJ. Exactly. You offered HJs in the movies, BJs, but we didn't quite get the explainer of what a ZJ was.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Okay.
Wow.
You don't want to know.
I don't?
It's like a goat seat.
Oh, okay.
Well done. Once you see it, you can't get out of your head.
Legal's already have said enough for us for referencing that too many times.
Oh, really?
So, no, it's all right.
You
guys,
say it all you want.
Oh, goat seat.
you're the guest, yeah. Drop it a million times.
Not like that.
Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to do that. That was a big no-no.
Oh, yeah, wait, you're not Clay Aiken.
No, I know
think
you're
you're gonna
Clay.
mind.
Oh, yeah, my
I saw
bad.
that.
But I washed.
You could catch the disease
Does that
or
make me
something,
Clay
right?
Aiken?
I hope not. You're prettier.
Oh, thanks.
You guys, Super Troopers, one of my favorite films.
Yes.
Everybody here loves it as well.
The best film.
You shoot it in the crap hole state of New York, but then you say, okay, it's super successful, so why not? Let's go to Cabo. Let's go to Mexico. You do Broken Lizard. Then you're sitting around. Oh, what's next? Let's just get drunk and film it. And they gave you the keys to the castle.
You mean Club Dread?
What? No, with Beer Fest.
What do we do next? Well,
Club Dread was.
Is that how this came about?
well, yeah, we thought, we made the movie where we were, on an island with a bunch of girls and getting slaughtered, and let's make a movie where we drink nothing but beer with a bunch of girls and maybe we slaughter somebody else. But,
Okay.
Sounds good.
Did you just call him prettier than Clay Aiken?
I think he's prettier than Clay Aiken. He's got a little bit of red in his hair.
That's nice.
Yeah, some men would take that as a compliment. Others.
All right.
I'm going to remember that one.
I can't do much. I can't do much. I'm from Viking heritage, which I'm kind of proud of it. So.
You should be proud.
Right?
Did that help with the
Lots of
drinking at
Viking
all?
ceremonies.
Eric the Red, yeah.
Did that help with drinking, the Viking heritage?
Hell
or-
yes.
I'd like to see a Viking movie with you and Clay Aiken.
Me too. Me too.
Or maybe a musical.
You
You
know,
could
it's-
use your. I heard you're a great singer.
Very good.
Really?
Yeah.
I just made that up.
I
But
know.
are you?
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Jeez, amazing falsetto, actually. Now, I know, alcohol, obviously, a huge part of the movie. Was it involved with the writing of the film, or were there any other substances? Or were you abusing heavily during the
Talcum
script
powder.
writing?
A lot of talcum powder.
Talcum powder.
Gold Bond, or?
When Jay would pass out, we'd put it underneath the door and then a fan and just spread it through his room.
Wow.
And then I'd inevitably come out with a great joke.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
It works.
That's how we write.
Well, it sounds like you guys have a great bonding experience. I've got to tell you, my little brother, when my family moved away and my brother stayed in Japan, he came back and we didn't really know each other and we bonded over Super Troopers. It's the best movie in the history of movies, in my opinion. Huge success. Then you guys came out with Beer Fest recently. People are saying you guys are back. Do you feel like you ever went away?
I went down to the drugstore a little bit.
Did you go to Miami for a
I went to
little while?
Miami for a while, yeah. I think I'm back.
But then,
Club Dread.
Club Dread,
there's
yeah,
some-
you brought
there's
that up.
some-
What happened there?
There are a couple Club Dread fans.
Yeah?
Apparently you're not. There's one.
There's
right
one.
there.
We got one.
There's one right there.
President and committee.
one.
Yeah.
Chalk it up.
I just remember the DVD cover. It's just the girl's butt.
Yeah. Well,
How'd you feel about Club? I mean, really, you guys.
How do I feel?
Yeah.
We were big fans of Halloween and Friday the 13th and those early slasher movies, and we thought it would be fun to be on an island and get slashed by the slasher. And so I think it's fun. I love it.
Well, what we have been hearing from hundreds of people, we've been polling the streets,
Yeah.
is that Super Troopers 2 is coming back. Is that true?
Possibly, yeah. We've been
That's
sitting in his office and lighting up the smoke machine and
Breaking out
working
the
out
Gold
some
Bond, the fan,
ideas.
the box fan again.
exactly.
And you guys do have an office, which is really cool.
We do,
You guys
yeah.
go there every day.
In fact, tonight you're inviting, I think, the viewers to the Christmas party. Is
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
right?
there's a Christmas party.
It's our first annual Broken Lizard office Christmas party tonight.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting.
Well, thanks for inviting us.
Yeah.
But,
Okay, it sounds exciting, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but what also
Yeah.
sounds exciting are these giant glasses of beer
hello.
behind us. Because the
Okay.
climax of Beer Fest, in
Yes.
case you haven't seen it for some stupid reason, it's a line chug showdown against some Germans, which is great. I know they're seasoned veterans.
Yeah.
Apparently, you guys get challenged a lot. You did some chugging for the movie. Fantastic. We're bringing out the AOTS team, though.
That's right.
This is
Guys,
the Attack of the
get
Show
in
team.
here. Our production assistant, Ed,
Yeah.
he's helping us out. He was captain of his frat's drinking team. He once drank 12 beers in 19 minutes. This
Yeah.
is Ed.
We also got Brendan, Iron Man Brendan Hermes. Just a drunk. Just a drunk,
yeah,
but good, a
basically.
good drunk. A nice, a polite. He's like a Danny
He's-
DeVito. He's a happy drunk.
He's happy and he talks. He'll sit on your lap if you
Yeah.
ask him to.
Yeah.
He's sweet.
Good job, buddy.
He's sweet.
Lemon drops with Clooney last night.
Now, one of us will play for Team AOTS and the other for you guys. So you guys have to pick which one
Yeah,
do you
which-
want on
who'd
our,
you like?
Who'd you like on our team?
You.
Oh, nice! suck it.
That brought me back to elementary school. All right.
I bet you get that
All
line.
right.
I do. I'll add that
Now,
to the top
everyone-
10 lists of stupid decisions today that people are going to
Great.
regret.
Well, the event, let me tell everyone,
Let me
the
see the fire.
event
Let me see
starts
the fire in the eyes.
with the first person on the end of each team chugging one pint
fire?
of beer. When person number 1 finishes, the second person chugs their beer, and so on and so on. The team that finishes all 3 beers first is our winner.
Camera 3, show them the fire.
Hold on.
That's the. Okay. I'm just saying, someone's going down. I'm going to go. We're going to go from the outside in. I'm going to be the anchor here.
I'm the anchor, and I'm going to wipe off my lip gloss because this is go time.
You want to wipe off my lip?
Sure.
Okay.
Good. Well,
Gentlemen,
he's
you
too
ready?
pretty to touch. You're just
Yeah.
natural.
They're all jokes because they know what's going to happen in a
I'm
couple
actually
seconds.
very
Yeah.
nervous right now, so I'd like to just prep. Hold on.
Let's get ready. Here we go. In
I'm so
3,
nervous. Hold
2, 1, chug it! Come on, Ed, go! Don't spill. Don't spill. He's got good. That's the syrup chug. Open the throat. One down. It's neck and neck. Come on, Brandon. Don't check around. You can do it. Don't check around. Yeah.
Oh, no! It's close. It's close. Oh, she's good. She is good.
Yes, I love it. You were amazing.
Yes.
You were amazing.
Woo! I'm shaking. You chose well. That was great.
Wow.
Amazing. I love it.
I got some on my nose.
I took it so seriously.
Oh, you
great.
did. You got aggressive.
That's an illusion glass, but it's cool.
That was neck and neck.
Beer chugging fun. You can have at home. Be sure and pick up Beer Fest.
Yeah.
The unrated DVD is out today, and you'll never look at frogs the same way again. You guys stick around. Tech expert Will O'Neill will be coming by to show off the best MP3 players for the holidays. AOTS Hardware is coming up next on TV's only source for all the stuff you care about.
Yes.
You know, I thought the flesh wound was as bad as it was going to get, but I'm a little girl. Welcome back to the show, everybody. We are live and should probably hide the rest of the booze because Will O'Neill is back with another holiday buyer's guide in AOTS Hardware.
Hello, Will O'Neill. Happy holidays.
Thank you very much. Happy holidays to you as well.
Thank you so much. Now, I got to say, you have been a gold mine of Christmas tips, and I expect today to be no different than any other day. So
Today is going to be no different. It's going to be better.
Better?
I have cool stuff today. I have flash-based MP3 players. I'm very exciting.
That's awesome. Now,
Yeah.
I got to ask you, what's the difference for people who don't know, the difference between a flash-based player and something like the iPod or the Zune, this failing Zune?
Of which I am the only fan of the Zune, apparently.
You are the
Yeah.
one and only Zune fan out there. So
Yeah.
what's the difference?
Well, the players that people normally think of, like the iPod or the Zune, these are hard drive based, and so they can store a lot of music, a lot of videos, but they tend to be bulky and more delicate than flash-based players. These are a lot smaller and more portable.
Okay, so what should we be looking for?
I have 3 flash-based players today
Ah.
that recently hit the streets that definitely fall into everyone's gift-giving budget. First up is one from Apple. It's the new iPod Shuffle. It's the smallest MP3 player to date, but has 1 gigabyte of memory, which translates to about 240 songs. The aluminum casing is a little futuristic, and at only 1.26 inches long, it's really easy to clip the device to your pocket and go. And iTunes will automatically select random songs when you upload, so your music selection will be different pretty much on every trip out. Apple actually has the best prices for these, so if you buy direct from them, you can get it for about $80. But if you're over the whole iPod craze, you might want to opt for the Mobi Blue US 2. This sleek new MP3 player can play video, and it also has an FM radio. But the display is really small, so the idea of watching videos on it should be viewed as more of an extra because it's not very practical. It has a unique mini jack to USB connection for uploading that you don't want to lose because these things are kind of hard to come by. The device is only 1/4 inch thick, so it can be slipped in your pocket or worn pendant style when you use the double headphone jacks. You can grab the 2 gig version on Amazon for about $130. And if you want something really simple for, that somewhat clumsy friend of yours, grab the Ultra Hydra. This splash-proof player supports MP3 and WMA files, voice recording, and FM radio. It runs on only 1 AA battery, which will give you about 8 hours of continuous playback. And it also doubles as a USB flash drive, so you can store a bunch of other files on it as well. Pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Now, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
Now, where could you find that this last one you talked about? Tiger.com?
Tiger Direct. It's actually selling this.
TigerDirect.com.
.com is selling it for about $30, so it's really affordable.
After the rebate,
After the
right?
rebate,
After
yeah.
the rebate. Now, if you were
It's a good one for kids, too,
if
as
you were
well.
going to get me something for Christmas, and it was one of these 3 things, which would it be? Now, I'm going to ask you about this one.
Yeah.
Like, this looks the coolest, but isn't it going to get all scratched up in my purse?
Well, it depends on what you have in your purse. With your guns and your knives.
Yeah, so it's going to get scratched up.
I would actually give this one to you. It's really
This
cool.
would be the best one.
Yeah, it's compatible with iTunes, so you have like a big iTunes library and things like that. And
That's huge. That's
podcasting and
something the
things like
Zune
that.
wasn't giving
Exactly.
people.
Yeah.
All right,
Pretty
well,
cool.
thanks. Merry Christmas to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Check out links to all Will's Christmas goodies at g4tv.com/AOTS. But right now, let's go on over to Kevin.
All right, still coming up, we've got more competitive drinking. Our PA down 12 beers in 19 minutes and somehow lived to tell about it. It's next on TV's only source for all the stuff you care about.
If you haven't been watching Attack of the Show, this is what you're missing. For more info, go to g4tv.com/AOTS.
Hey, welcome back to the show, everybody. We are TV's only source for all the stuff you care about.
We are live, and I'm a winner.
Oh, please.
It smells like a bar in here.
It does. I got spanked. I'm not going to lie. What are you going to do?
I was so excited. I brought it for my team.
I did lose an incredible amount of testosterone in the shower last night.
Okay.
So,
More excuses.
Oh, all right.
Excuses.
Coming up tomorrow, we're going to
You
take
can hang out with me and my new best friends.
Yeah?
I call them Super Troopers.
Oh, okay. Okay. I wouldn't want to stain my skirt, though. So if you guys are drinking, I'm going to stay at home.
As long as you're not having your period, we can hang out with us.
We're going to take you inside the LA Auto Show. We'll be covering all the console headlines in Game Break.
Later in the week, Jimmy the Geek will be here to give us the latest picks and probably leer at me some.
Especially now that he knows you can take a few beers.
I can.
We'll see if you can take a few punches after. And finally, we've got video of our boy Ed in training. Yes. You saw him. I thought he was going to be a better leadoff man. I should talk because I spilt most of my beer and still chugged like a 6-year-old. But I thought he was going to do better because he tried out for a competitive drinking team in college. And mind you, this is just the tryout you're about to see.
In the immortal words of Homer Simpson, when you participate in sporting events, it doesn't matter if you win or lose, just how drunk you get. Kids, don't try this at home. Nice, Ed. Now, everyone, for all the things you saw today and more, go to g4tv.com/AOTS. X-Play is coming up next,
X-Play is up
Kevin
next.
has
I'm going to be
something
honest
to
with the
say.
kids. I'm like, a moment it's done. I'm like, okay, listen, I wasn't...
He wanted a rematch.
I wasn't focused on the competition. I was worried about making jokes and looking at the TV and blah, blah, blah.
Come on.
But I got spanked, and I was not expecting that at all. So immediately, you know, what's left of my manhood pops up and is like, hey, rematch, let's do it. Honest to God, I'm feeling a little awkward from that beer I just drank.
I know.
And it's the saddest thing in the world.
I don't feel so well either, but I'm willing to do it.
Oh, is that... Okay.
Or do you want me to do both of them? I don't know.
I don't know. What would you guys want to see her do both, or me? You want to see her do both, or me do one at a time?
Can we get a little 3, 2, 1 countdown?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, chug it, man. Let's see it. Okay. Oh, the pace is a lot slower than what I saw earlier. Pace is a lot... Wow, okay, actually, that was pretty quick. Go, number 2. Keep it down, man. Come on, this is for all the marbles. Come on now. Yeah! Get in there, man. Wow! I'm not going to lie. I would have lost. If that was a... You're going to lose in the end. But wow.
I'm not losing anything.
Folks, have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. X-Play's up next. Wow.